OK, to Manchester United now. We've got a few updates to bring you. The club have held initial discussions with Burnley over a deal for midfielder Sander Berge. Now, it's understood that he wants to make the move to Old Trafford. They are also looking at Monaco midfielder Yusuf Fofana.
Old Trafford whispers a new name, Sander Berge. Is the Fulham FC midfield maestro the missing piece in Amorim's Manchester United puzzle? A towering presence, a deft touch, and the vision of a playmaker. Sander Berge, Fulham's Norwegian engine, is attracting the attention of giants. Could a move to Manchester United be the perfect stage for this rising star? Let's be honest, Manchester United's midfield has resembled a leaky faucet this season, sometimes dripping, sometimes gushing, but rarely providing the consistent flow needed to control games. While Bruno Fernandes conjures moments of magic and Christian Eriksen dictates tempo with his passing, the lack of a true midfield enforcer leaves them exposed. Casemiro, once a titan at Real Madrid, seems to have misplaced his instruction manual for Premier League battles, and the less said about Mount's defensive positioning, the better. They need muscle, they need tenacity, they need someone who can win the ball and launch attacks with authority. Look at their rivals. Arsenal are bossing the midfield with Partey's power and Odegaard's elegance. Manchester City have Rodri anchoring their possession game like a Spanish armada. Even Newcastle boasts the dynamic duo of Bruno Guimaraes and Sandro Tonali. United? Well, they're relying on Ugarte and Miner to provide the steel, which is a bit like bringing a butter knife to a sword fight. Sander Berge, a 6 feet 5 inches Viking with the passing range of a quarterback and the tackling ability of a runaway fridge, might just be the upgrade United desperately needs. Sander Berge isn't just another Scandinavian with a cool name and a knack for kicking a ball. This Norwegian powerhouse has been steadily building a reputation as one of the Premier League's most underrated midfielders. He first burst onto the scene with Genk in Belgium, attracting attention with his imposing physique and surprisingly silky skills. Sheffield United wisely snapped him up, where he became a fan favorite despite their eventual relegation. Now at Fulham, he's proving his Premier League pedigree week in and week out. So, what makes Berge so special? Imagine a midfielder who can win a header against a giraffe, then thread a pass through the eye of a needle. That's Berge in a nutshell. He's got the height and strength to dominate physically, but also the technical ability and vision to dictate play from deep. Think of him as a blend of Patrick Vieira and Paul Scholes, with a dash of Erling Haaland's competitive fire thrown in for good measure, minus the goal scoring, of course. But don't just take my word for it. The stats back up the hype. Berge consistently ranks high in tackles, interceptions, and pass completion rates. He's a master at breaking up opposition attacks and launching his own team forward. Remember that time he casually shrugged off 3 defenders before delivering a pinpoint assist? Or that game where he won literally every aerial duel? Yeah, Sander Berge is the real deal, and he's only getting better. Ruben Amorim likes his midfield to be a well-oiled machine. High energy, aggressive pressing, and fluid transitions. But lately, some of the cogs seem to be sticking in the United midfield. Casemiro, while a legend, isn't quite the dynamic force he once was. Fernandes, the Portuguese Magnifico, can be prone to defensive lapses. And while Eriksen pulls the strings with his passing, he lacks the physicality to truly dominate the midfield battleground. They need a catalyst, someone to inject some steel and dynamism into the engine room. On the soccer field, Sander Berge could emerge as a tactical asset for coach Amorim thanks to his adaptability to various positions. When the team needs a defensive enforcer to protect the back four and initiate counterattacks, Berge is the go-to player. However, he can also transform into a deep-lying playmaker, controlling the game's tempo by distributing precise passes across the field. Berge's versatility extends even further, as he possesses the ability to push forward into the penalty area, adding an additional goal-scoring threat from midfield. But it's not just about what Berge can do individually. It's about how he elevates those around him. Imagine him alongside Miner, providing the English international with the freedom to roam forward and unleash his attacking instincts. Or picture him freeing up Fernandes to focus purely on creating chances, knowing that Berge has the defensive side covered. With Berge in the mix, United's midfield suddenly transforms from a collection of talented individuals into a cohesive, dominant force. Sure, Manchester United could chase the likes of Jude Bellingham or Declan Rice, but let's face it, those transfer sagas would likely involve more drama than an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians and cost enough to make even Sheikh Mansour wince. Sander Berge, on the other hand, offers a compelling blend of Premier League experience, tactical flexibility, and affordability. He might not be the flashiest name on the transfer market, but he could be the smartest. Think of it like this. Bellingham is a luxury yacht, all gleaming chrome and eye-watering price tag. Rice is a reliable SUV, sturdy and dependable but with a hefty sticker price. Berge, he's the high-performance sports car you snag at a surprisingly reasonable price, packed with power, ready to race, and guaranteed to turn heads without breaking the bank. In a world of footballing Ferraris, sometimes a well-tuned Porsche is all you need to win the race. Okay, let's pump the brakes for a second. Before we crown Sander Berge the savior of Old Trafford, it's worth considering a few potential potholes on the road to glory. While he's a midfield maestro in his own right, the cauldron of Manchester United is a different beast. The pressure is immense, the scrutiny relentless. Can he handle the step up in intensity and expectation? One concern might be his mobility. While Berge is no slouch, he's not exactly N'Golo Kante either. Against lightning-quick opponents, he might find himself a step behind. And let's be honest, his big game experience is a bit limited. Can he deliver when the lights are brightest and the stakes are highest? These are legitimate questions that need addressing. But fear not, United fans. A shrewd tactician like Ruben Amorim surely has a plan. He could ease Berge into the squad gradually, giving him time to adapt to the pace and pressure of Premier League football at a top club. Perhaps a deeper-lying role initially, allowing him to dictate play from a more comfortable position before unleashing him as a box-to-box dynamo. With careful management and tactical flexibility, Amorim can minimize the risks and maximize Berge's potential to become a true Old Trafford icon. So, is Sander Berge the answer to Manchester United's midfield conundrum? He might just be the dark horse in this transfer race, offering a potent blend of power, finesse, and tactical flexibility that could elevate Ruben Amorim's side to new heights. Imagine a midfield where Kobe Miner and Fernandes are unleashed to their full attacking potential, while Berge anchors the team with his defensive solidity and incisive passing. It's a tantalizing prospect, and one that could transform United into genuine title contenders. Berge's arrival would bring a much-needed injection of steel and dynamism to Old Trafford. He's a proven Premier League performer, capable of dominating both physically and technically. While there may be questions about his adaptability to the pressures of a club like Manchester United, his talent and potential are undeniable. If Ruben Amorim can harness Berge's unique skill set and integrate him effectively into the squad, United could have a silent game changer on their hands. A player who doesn't just fill a gap, but elevates the entire team. Keep an eye on Sander Berge, as he could be the crucial element that unleashes the full potential of Manchester United, a piece of the puzzle that has been missing.